defensive measure, but I think it shows just how seriously Washington is now taking the increasingly bellicose rhetoric coming out of Pyongyang. So what about diplomacy? Well, the US says that any initiative must come from North Korea and that it must give up its nuclear program. The North Koreans are not going to do that, they've said as much. So that seems to have stalled. Now the Chinese, North Korea's greatest allies, are looking at the diplomacy route as well. They're speaking to ambassadors from the North, the South and the US and urging a diplomatic solution. But right now we have a situation where the US and South Korea are still conducting military exercises in the region, which has already antagonized the North Koreans. The US is now deploying missiles in Guam. It says it's a defensive measure, but with tensions so high in the region, will the North Koreans see it that way too? Noises out of Pyongyang tonight suggest.
All right, Rogers, thanks very much. Thank you. One of the UK's biggest energy companies, SSE, has been fined a record £10.5 million for mis-selling gas and electricity. Hundreds of thousands of customers ended up paying too much, and Ofgem, the industry watchdog, said the mis-selling was extensive and prolonged. George Osborne has described the fine as a damning indictment. Here's our business editor, Robert Peston.
Many of us feel we're burning money when we heat and light our homes, so no wonder there's outrage when a company is found guilty of ripping thousands of us off. As today happened, the SSE hit with a £10.5 million fine for mis-selling.
We found a litany of failures of the SSE's management, failures to ensure that there weren't sharp selling practices adopted by their sales agents, providing their sales agents with misleading scripts, and really allowing a culture of mis-selling to continue.
SSE became notorious for aggressive foot-in-the-door selling. One of its salesmen misled filmmakers